The WHO says vaccine inequality is threatening to cause lasting economic damage to low and middle income countries. The numbers, as it shows from the UN with the UN Development Programme and Oxford University, show the cost, estimating GDP of low-income countries could have been $38 billion higher this year if vaccination rates matched those in the richest nations. Remember that $38 billion has a disproportionate effect because of the lower base and the amount of money involved. So $38 billion is a massive amount for those countries. The Director General of the WTO told me on Wednesday the situation is improving fast, but not fast enough.
The current inequity we see is not acceptable by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, the good news is 1.1 billion more doses were produced in June, 45% higher than May. The bad news is that of this amount, only 1.4% went to Africa and 0.24% to low-income countries.
Larry Madowo is in Nairobi. We spoke last night. We talk again. This time I want to focus on the economic side of it. Now, we'll do the now, if you like, and the future. At the moment, are you seeing examples of businesses closed, people, the actual effect of the reality that there are lockdowns and problems in the economy?
The signs are everywhere, Richard. So many businesses that just could not afford to operate in economies that are closed for part of the day. Curfews are still in existence in many parts of the continent. There are businesses like tourism and hospitality that just could not survive. I remember we were in Amboseli National Park here in Kenya, close to the border with Tanzania, and there were lodges that were completely shut down. They're ghost towns now. And there are so many instances, millions of jobs that have been lost here. So that is a problem, because while the rest of the world is entering this post-pandemic life, there's been stimulus packages, they're starting to reopen again. In Africa, it's still very firmly shut in many instances. Okay,
so then the UN in this report talks about the future losses. In other words, the longer-term effect from the fact that this is going to go on longer and there is already deep damage. There just isn't the money, there isn't the resources, there isn't the, as to use the economist term, fiscal space to actually mitigate these costs and losses.
Because the best way to do so is to share vaccines as quickly as possible, to remove the barriers to manufacturing capacity here so that vaccines can be manufactured as quickly as possible, as Pfizer is now doing in South Africa, and then to share those vaccines to as many people as possible. Because, again, the UNDP, W.H.O, Oxford report warns that if that does not happen, if the vaccination rates are slower in low and middle income countries, then these countries will not reach pre-COVID-19 growth levels until 2024. So that is a danger.
Larry, has it dawned on anybody there that nobody's coming to their rescue? Or if they are attempting to come to Africa's rescue, it's too little, too late?
I think that message is home by now. There's no cavalry coming. Africa is not on its own. The health minister here in Nairobi told me about, I think in May, that we have learned that there's no biblical Samaritan, good Samaritan who's coming to save us. Africa has got to take care of itself. And one of the things that I've heard again and again is that, people say all the time we're in this together. We are not. Africa's been waiting for vaccines for so long, and yet of the 3.5 billion vaccines administered worldwide, only 1.7% of that came to Africa.
Larry, thank you. I appreciate it.